This is my 1100 horse Ram Charger. Massive 107.
Oh yeah.
Just in case. Ready?
Oh my goodness! Mine is not 1,000 horsepower.
What's up, boys? Good morning. Let me get you set up here. Turn down Zach Bryan. It's 8 in the morning. We're headed to check out Austin's Ram Charger, 1100 horsepower. Thing's just nuts. I've never rode in it, so we've got the GoPro and everything to film. We'll probably get up there, have him go over everything, a full overview of everything, tell you guys about it, what's all done to it. There's a whole list. It's a lot more in depth than mine. And then we'll probably go ride around in it and get my reaction, obviously, to riding in something like this. I don't think I've ever rode in anything with 1,000 horsepower, unless mine's 1,000 horsepower. But nonetheless, mine's definitely not 1,000 horsepower. Got about an hour drive, just getting some fuel here, and then we'll hit the road. And once we get up there and get to chat with Austin, we'll fill you guys in and go from there. And hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of today's video.
How's it going, guys? I'm Austin. This is my 1100 horse Ram Charger.
Alright guys, we made it out here to Austin's. Check out this lineup. First gens for days. So we're gonna run through obviously the crown jewel here, and then we'll have him just do some run overs of this stuff, and then we're gonna go for a drive in this. And yeah, we're just gonna have Austin basically tell us about this girl and everything that's done to it. And yeah.
Well, it's pretty basic old 12 valve. When you get under right to it, you know, you got your P pump, got your big old turb skis, wastegate for the turb skis. But really, it's a mild built bottom end, shot peened rods, studded everything underneath, ARP bolts throughout. It's an O-ringed head. Not a huge fan of fire rings. I've never had really good luck with it, so I rocked with the O-rings. Dropped over to a 3rd gen or 24 valve exhaust manifold. I reported it so that square port.
You are?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so this is a manifold off of a 2003 common rail. Oh. And it's reported to square ports because they don't make a gated manifold for 12 valve unless you go steed speed.
Okay.
So then it's a S475 110 housing with an 83 wheel to this massive 107 from On 3. I can't remember the specs on the backside, but I think it's like a 123 exhaust housing. It's fed by twin AirDog 165s. Runs 70 pounds of boot, 70 pounds of fuel pressure, 120 pounds of boost. It's a P pump, 13 mil from Diesel Auto Power. I'm not sure who they got it from, but.
And then obviously this.
Yeah, massive
crown jewel.
Massive water to air intercooler setup, full 4-inch piping, ice box in the back. This intercooler is built to hold 170 pounds of boost. So hopefully, yeah, we won't be blowing it up.
And the crazy thing was when we were up in Idaho, he filled the, we'll show you probably today, but he filled the ice box, and this pipe had condensation on it, right?
It was cold.
And this one was normal, warm, obviously coming from the motor, but there was literally condensation on this in 75 degree weather.
Yeah, all of it's just dripping. It's major improvement over air to air for a dyno setup, and honestly for drag racing. You don't get that heat soak crap. You don't got to worry about it. You can hot lap it as long as you keep ice in it.
intake air temps are negative.
As negative as we can get it, I guess, right? To get this thing to get into that 1100 mark, it's got a small nitrous system on it. I've kind of decided now that it's more of a spool setup.
He sends me a video last week of him spooling this on the shot that he shot it to 1100 at.
Works pretty good.
Yeah, a little bit of backfire, but it worked.
Yeah, not too bad. So
insane.
it's all 4-linked on Q&A coils. They got an adjustable, I can't remember, rebound and compression, so it kind of helps with this thing to hook up.
And inside
In here, I mean, it's pretty basic. Roll cage for, I believe it's an 850 cert. It's, full harnessed, just really basic
Custom.
interior. Custom, got that Cal Custom center console going. One of these days I'll wrap it in a pleather. But
trans wise,
it's a 47 RH. Originally it was from ATS. It's been gone back through. It's got a 37 spline. I can't ever say it.
yeah.
Saninger. It's got a DPC triple disc. That's a 3000 stall. Nobody runs a 3000 stall in a diesel, but
Besides Austin, unless you're a
figured-
polling truck, basically.
Yep. Figured we'd give it a try with this old 12 valve since they don't like to spool.
Yep.
But we got our ignition, fuel pumps, cooling fans, water pump for the water to air, the nitrous switch, and then this last one will be line lock, but it doesn't have anything going to it yet.
And then you're also running a Edge system.
Edge
basically.
CTS2. It's got like their whole daisy chain EAS system on it. So I've got big turbo boost, total boost, drive pressure, EGTs, oil temp, coolant temp, transmission temp, and transmission line pressures all on that monitor.
Was it worth it?
So far, I've been pretty happy with it. If I were to do it again, I'd go with that Holley iDash. Way bigger display, and you can do way more with it. It's really nice to have, because like after you do a poll, you can go back through and you can look at the records, like the peak records, so you can see max boost, max drive pressure, all that kind of crap, and see what your fuel pressure dropped to, so you can set like a minimum and a maximum. But that Holley iDash setup is ridiculous.
Freaking nice.
So
Yeah, this is freaking insane. And then we'll show you guys the back real quick. I'll hold up the gate from hell.
yeah. So we got our gap bottle right here. Nice, easy. I believe it's a 10-pound bottle. Got the water to air set up. Little fish pump, drain valve, battery, obviously, fuel cell. Eventually, to be NHRA, I have to have this capped off because it cannot
like
be
a firewall.
Yep, exactly like a firewall. And if you drop underneath, you'll see the air dogs.
Chilling. They are what? Two
They're 165s.
65s.
Yeah.
So he has two 165s. I'm running one fast 260 that will probably end up going to one of Fast's competition units. But
One of the big boy units.
yeah.
This is a bone stock big block 440 with a GT45 turbo on it. It's super crude turbo setup. We threw it together in like a half a day just so we could go out and have some fun. Makes 6 pounds of boost. It's maybe making 400 horsepower, but this is the most fun truck to drive out here.
On freaking 37.
On 37, stock height, no lift.
Coilovers.
Yep,
In
it's
the
got the
front.
Fox floats in the front, and then icons in the rear.
Just a fun little
Yep, just a little beater
full manual
truck.
valve body as well.
Yep, that one's also got a full manual in it.
Wow. That's a sick stand there, bud.
That's a camshaft out of a Slant 6.
And then this bad boy.
This monstrosity is a 78 with a full built blown 440. So this is a 493 stroker motor. It is 9-to-1 compression. It's got custom pistons from JE Pistons. A ridiculous camshaft from Comp Cams. This obvious 871 Dyer's blower. Twin 750 Hollies. And a Holley blue pump running it.
This is insane. Thing's so clean.
And this one's got a full manual valve body with a slap shifter.
What trans is in this one?
This is a 727, same with the 73.
Oh,
So you can drop that shifter in gear and then you just slap it.
Oh. Wow, dude, this thing's minty. Thing's
Not a
so
bad little
sick.
truck.
First gen lineup for days here at Austin's house. So now we're probably gonna go for a rip.
Get the ether.
The famous,
starting to go low.
famous words. It's right through. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe not.
Oh yeah.
All of it.
Give her the socks.
Racetrack things.
Yes, sir.
We need to do like an intake air temp sensor.
I really would like to. It'd be interesting to see what it's doing. Because I know, I mean, it does a lot. But to actually know everything it's doing would be pretty cool. You want a snow cone? Might not taste great, but it'll be cold.
Tastes like diesel.
Just in case.
Just in case we encounter a
drag pack Mustang.
Drag pack Mustang.
Got an oil leak there, bud. A little bit.
Happy to see that your steering's about as loose as mine.
Yeah. Ready?
Yes, sir. the crime, scene of the crime.
Huh. There's diesel on the pump over here. Oh, I think that line might be loose.
Pulling the coal and freaking dripping diesel everywhere.
Fire it up, see if it sprays out of it. Watch it.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Shot out of there.
Oh crap.
She shot out of there. Looks like two of them are. Maybe those back three, or maybe just this one and it dripped on those two because there's oil too.
Yeah. Huh.
What a
Well,
riot.
we just made a lot of boost on not a lot of fuel.
Not a lot of fuel. Yeah, I don't know where this oil would be. I mean, until you pull a, you know, you won't know.
Right. So I've noticed, I think this might be backing up.
Oh. Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna go to a 45 and then drop that lower.
You should. I mean, I'm surprised you just haven't welded a bung in your oil pan yet, like mine.
I've got one over there, but yeah, it's not welded, and I stopped using it because it leaks.
All right, guys, back from cruising around with Mr. Austin. Appreciate him taking the time to let me feel like what a true 12 valve is supposed to feel like. But this thing is insane. Mine is definitely not 1,000 horsepower after riding in this thing.
We'll get it there.
We'll get it there. We're planning on Austin coming up and hanging out with me. I think I'm gonna go home tonight and probably tinker some bit with my pump to probably my star wheel. But then he'll probably come up and we'll go mess around up in my tent and have him ride in mine. And his probably butt dyno's a little bit better than mine. Obviously having multiple trucks that are pretty quick. So thank you, Mr. Austin. Thank you guys for watching. Take care of your 12 valves. Peace.